Bad Wolf here, and today's Summer Shenanigans Tiny Leader deck is brought to you by Salgin, and it's called Tiny Slivers. If you can guess, it's all about slivers. The Tiny Leader for this deck is actually Marth Will the Wild, mostly for the color combination, and it works really well as removal in the face of these slivers, which is great. It's a red, a white, and a green for a 0/0 elemental beast. When it enters the battlefield, you get to put +1/+1 counters on it for however much mana you paid. You can pay X and remove X +1/+1 counters and either put those counters on a target creature. You can do that much damage to a creature or a player, or you can put an XX elemental beast token onto the battlefield. Most of the time I feel like you're going to be wanting to removing things or pumping slivers in here. You really don't need beast tokens out because they're not slivers, and that's important in a sliver deck, obviously. This deck has a ton of slivers, obviously. It is a sliver deck, and a lot of these slivers give all slivers, your slivers you control, certain abilities. I really love Venom Sliver just because of Death Touch. I love Death Touch. And he gives out all other slivers Death Touch, which is awesome. He also has a couple fun creatures that aren't slivers in here. He also includes Adaptive Automaton. I love this card. I mean, just making things bigger and it becomes a sliver too is pretty sweet. He also has a Rhino Soldier in here called Dauntless Escort. 3 mana for a 3/3, but when you sack him, creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. So yeah, that could really just hurt your opponent's plan completely by giving all your slivers indestructible and just killing all the things. It's great. He also has some sweet enchantments in here. Descendant's Path, Shared Animosity, and Shared Triumph. These things are ridiculous in a tribal deck, and slivers in particular. I mean, giving everything +1, giving all creatures with the same type +1/+1, or +1/+0 for each other creature that you control that is the same type as that creature. Or, just being able to look at the top of your deck, and if it shares a creature type with something else you control, which most of them will, then you can cast that for free. That's kind of ridiculously awesome. Awesome. I can't wait to try this deck out. I have a feeling whoever's playing against it is not going to enjoy it when you get something going. I just have that feeling that it's going to be a throw hands across the table just because it's so ridiculously annoying and fun for the other person. But let me know what you think of this deck in the comments below, like this video, and subscribe for more.